Hi y'all, I'm back with another perfume video. As you know, I'm doing this all in a row, and I promised like a month ago that I was going to do a video about gardenias. And gardenias are like hands down one of my favorite like fresh florals, and they're kind of rare in San Francisco. Like if you go to a florist and they don't sell like gardenias in like a freaking bundle, you know what I mean? Like roses in a bundle. They sell them itty bitty, like in its tiny little, like one tiny little floral at a time. And they're very expensive and they go bad really fast. And yeah, so um, given that, I was like thinking like, you know, the gardenias, while fresh, are one of these like really ethereal, like bright white florals that just kind of have this indescribable like natural sweetness and a roundness that is just like utterly feminine. I associate it with bright sunshine, but other people say it has like a mushroomy smell, which I don't know. Maybe I haven't smelled them when they were going bad. Maybe when you smell it too much, it's like kind of like the indolicness that you get when you smell like jasmine. It has like that decaying smell, dead flower smell, I guess. But anyways, I wanted to talk. I have some gardenia perfumes, and there's gardenia was used in a lot of perfumes, like in the 80s. And whilst I like those, I didn't have one that I really wanted to use for this particular one, except for one. And this is the Sand and Sable. And I know this is like a cheap perfume that was like, it's cologne spray that I got for like less than $10, like 30 years ago from the drugstore. And I still kept it because it has like a peachy, tuberosy gardenia smell that I think is like delicate and tender. It's not too overwhelming. It's not too ambery, and it's not overwhelmingly dominant. You know, it's kind of like on the quiet side, which I really like. So I really like this. Another one from a long time ago that I really liked was something called Jungle Gardenia, and I remembered having the body lotion, and I could have bought the perfume, but I didn't for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, the body lotion was really stunning, and that was a fresh, dewy, very delicate jungle gardenia that smelled a little bit like tuberose, but it retained enough freshness to smell kind of like gardenia that I really wish that I had kept it. But anyways, that's discontinued. Another one that I got more recently is this. This is from Aromas de Seville. And I remember this was from one of my best like vacations ever in Seville, which is in Andalusia, which is the south of Spain. And this is like a land that has a history of like Islamic culture. It was once Al-Andalus was once the stronghold of the Moors of Spain, and I think like there's like a great appreciation for colognes and perfumes in Spain, especially in the south, I think. So there was our hotel, it's like a chain called H10. There was like a really super cute boutique hotel that was inside a non like car zone. It was only for pedestrians zone, where there's all these little alleys and stuff like that, where there's tons of cute little shops, and it's just for pedestrians. And it was like one of the coolest places, you know what I mean? When you don't let cars in, it's like so intimate and cute. You feel like you're in a village inside a protected bubble village, and everything is cozy and cutesy, and just, dedicated to people. It's like a very people hangout place. All the restaurants and cafes have like all these tables outside. It was just because there's no cars, people just walk along in leisurely pace. Um, it just made for hanging out. And all the boutiques were extra small and cute, and they're like very homey and whatever. And there was like a perfume store there. And this lady, so we had a bit of a language barrier because I don't speak much Spanish, and she didn't speak much English. So, what we did we would just be smelling all the perfumes, and she had like tons of bottles in her shop. And one of the things that I liked picking up were these, she had solo note perfumes. One was a really good lavender, another one was a really good, I forgot what it was. What did I get? I think it was orange blossom. So I got an orange blossom, I got a lavender, and I got this gardenia. And I remember smelling this thinking, wow, this smells like really like a throwback. So it smells like really rich and yellow in the vein of the old 80s like perfumes, except without all the other notes and stuff like that. So it's basically just her version of gardenia. And her version of gardenia is really rich. It kind of smells even like tuberose, but it has a lighter, it doesn't smell as like gaseous as tuberose. Gardenia has a higher pitch, you know what I mean? It doesn't have as much, it's lighter, sweeter, and less corpulent. I mean, less fatty smelling. So this has an undertone of aged soap. The type of soap that is like triple milled, but still has glycerin in it, and it's kind of like, it has like a starchy type of soap smell that's not ivory soap. You know what I mean? Ivory soap kind of powderiness. It's not like powdery musk like that. It's like mellow, kind of like an amber soap smell. It's kind of like soap that's been through like Pier's soap, or the old soap smell that has that pure glycerin cleanliness. It smells like glycerin. It smells like a little bit like clean amber, kind of papery and starchy. It has that old triple milled soap smell, like old rich triple milled soap smell with a light white floral on top, kind of liquor like, you know what I mean? It's kind of not syrupy, but it's on the heavier side, kind of like heavy bodied, like golden liquid syrupy. Very nice. Kind of old fashioned, but also like pure, So I really like this one. It also costed like $14.99 for this huge big bottle. So, I was pleasantly surprised by Spain. And in Toledo and also in Seville, they had a lot of perfume places. Like right across the street from it, there was another perfume place. That was a chain. And their perfumes were more concentrated on modern compositions. So yeah, it was very interesting. And the crazy thing is, I think I got a dupe of an Amouage perfume, which I think might be Jubilation something, because it smells like it has berries, and then it has like something sweet and cotton candy like, and then it has oud and some other like incense notes and stuff like that, which is really good. So yeah, I got that. But I don't know which, because they don't have names, they just have, they have like a binder that they carry out, and that's to help like determine like what kind of perfumes that you might like, so they can make recommendations to you. And I just thought, well, I might just say I like this Amouage to see what's going on. So then when I read the notes, then they recommended that one to me, and I bought it. So they were all like on the good price side, let's just put it at that. But anyways, let's come to one of my more favorite ones, and this was a Penhaligon's Gardenia. So this one inspired this video, and the reason was I had bought a whole bunch of these. Like, remember when I said that Fragrance Net had these old style bottles from before Penhaligon's was bought out by the House of Puig. I had bought like so many of these for the super cheap price of like 20 to 30 to 40 bucks. They were all testers, so they did not have like, they were just wrapped in bubble wrap and sent in like this. And I bought like 10 bottles, all the old stuff, formulas. And this formula is from 1976. And basically, I was cleaning my office. When I first got this, I dismissed it because at that time I wasn't into like these solo notes, and especially not into something like Gardenia. But now I'm getting an appreciation for them again. And also I had to clean out my office. So I had to bring home a lot of old stuff that I had just kept there in my office. And this was one of them. And when I sprayed this on along with the Orange Blossom of Penhaligon's as well, that I did a video on previously, I was like very surprised, like how good they were, how pure and good they were. And the thing is, I was reading like a book on perfume that I got from Amazon recently. And it had discussed that the current price for Orange Blossom was like 10,000 pounds a kilo for real orange blossom from like France or something like that. I was like, $10,000 a kilo for the natural good stuff. Wow. That is insane. You know, I always thought orange blossom, because it was so ubiquitous, was actually a very cheap ingredient. And I had no idea that the good stuff was going for that high a price. So yeah, live and learn. So that kind of like brought me back to like, you know, trying to discover these old ones. And yeah, lo and behold, I really like this. So this one, unlike this one has a more syrupy, thick body to it. This one, when it first goes on, it's like the lightest, most thrilling, brightest, sweet green note ever. It's like a pure high pitch, like, you know, in opera when the soprano hits the high note, oh, or whatever. And it's almost like, wow, it kind of has that in the first sense. First few moments of it. And the top notes are green notes, which I know they are, magnolia, hyacinth, and we talked about hyacinth before, rhubarb, bergamot, and violet. So this is one of these old style formulas, you know, when I think back then, like, price was not really a big thing for them. They just went all out with stuff. And also Penhaligon's is a prestige brand too. So they have like almost like 20 notes or something. And the first notes are really, really gorgeous, high pitched. And then you do smell a little fruitiness from the rhubarb. It's like very well done. Like the rhubarb is super, super in the background. It's just a transition note. And then you have the Gardenia, but you also have Lily of Valley, so it's a little bit soapy. Tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, ylang-ylang, rose, cinnamon, and cloves. I don't think it's super spicy. I think all of the yellow florals and white florals and the soapiness and stuff, they really kind of round out the spices. So all in all, it's like a very super pure smelling feminine floral. It's very sweet, but in a feminine, natural way, not sugary way. And it's like not syrupy. It's like a high note that dissipates fairly soon. And then it leaves like a slight musk and benzoin and sandalwood behind. So yeah, it's really, I really like it. It's like Yeah, it's like the high note. So anyways, that's what I have on gardenias. I do have a lot of perfumes with gardenias in it if you look at Oscar de la Renta and all that stuff, but all of those have a, I think, carnation note in it. So when you have carnation, it just changes it to be very spicy. And carnation is a very dominant note. So even though a lot of the goldenness is gardenia, their version of gardenia, nothing really approaches this one. And other gardenias that I like and I kind of regret not buying are the Annick Goutal gardenia. I think that gardenia is one of the first ones that that Annick Goutal put out, and I remember like very much liking it before. One that says it's gardenia, but it's like an abstract, is the um, Chanel exclusive gardenia. That one is, it's like a nice light floral. I might have to revisit it to see if I really like it. I remember not liking it before, but I might now, who knows. That to me doesn't smell as much like gardenia, but I remember it being like a really nice white floral. Um, Another one might be that I might try is Elizabeth Arden gardenia, and that's like in a really pretty like bright green bottle with a gardenia flower on top. That might be really good. I have something called Frangipani by Joe Malone that kind of smells like gardenia, but it smells a little bit more tropical, I guess. But anyways, yeah, that's what I have today on it. And yeah, I decided to do this video just so I can share that. I've been wanting to share my appreciation for the Ben Halligan's gardenia for a long time, ever since I smelled it. And I thought, oh, I have to tell people about it. But I don't know if it might be hard to find right now. Yeah, I heard that it might be like discontinued, but there's probably bottles of it out there, here, there, everywhere. But yeah, there's other ones to try as well. I just wanted to bring attention to this flower, which I think is a very amazing flower. Anyways, thank you. Have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.